Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live, guys.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Southern Flame, Dylan McIntyre. Hi, guys.
I'm Dusty Grant. How's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Thanks for having us on, Rob.
My pleasure.
What have you guys been doing today? How's it going?
It's been going.
Busy as hell.
That's good.
I've been
The
doing
moon
this.
cycle's definitely kicking ass with the energy.
That's good.
How's your day been?
My day's been crazy. It's always crazy. Like I wake up and I know exactly what I'm going to do from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed. And people are like, isn't that miserable? I'm like, sometimes it is, but most of the time I like to know that I'm squeezing every last drop out of every day. So
Man with the plan.
it doesn't bother
Hey,
me.
at least you know what you're doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on a regular basis. I wake up, I don't know what day it is. I'm all over the damn place, and I'm like, well, this is what's going to happen today.
I don't have a choice in that stuff. I have a lot to keep track of. So I have to be sharp, or at least sharp for me anyway.
And how the hell do you find time to stay on to do everything you do on TikTok? That's how I saw you and found you. I was like, what?
Same here, actually.
Yeah,
that's
you too?
crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that more and more and more. Like most people that are most new people I'm finding now, then like you'll notice that I spend way more time on TikTok now than I do or any other platform because I'm growing there and finding new people.
I literally opened up the app and there was your face.
Right. I
But
tried to
I
share the hell out of your stuff though, because you really caught my attention with your vocals, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I
Dude's
really
got it.
appreciate it. But the TikTok thing it does take some planning. Even though a lot of the stuff that you film and a lot of the stuff that I post is just spontaneous, a lot of the time, like I'll be thinking throughout the week of ideas and just kind of brainstorm and stuff, like, or a thought that I have, I might not have time to sit down and record it right now. But later in the week, when I have an hour, I'll just come down here, get my setup ready, and I'll film like 8 or 10 things. And then I'll just kind of have them in a bank, and then I start piecing stuff. And it's like I have this weird strategy, and I've been studying it and short form video and all this stuff. And it's I'm noticing the results.
Yeah.
You know, I post something on Facebook, which was my largest platform. And maybe 2% of the people that follow me see it without me paying. I posted on TikTok the other day and it has 123,000 views.
That blows right up. Well, you're multitasking like an MFer.
I am.
Yeah,
definitely. But you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the moment, and it'll probably be part on TikTok later on as well. You have to be on every platform because everything gets shuffled, and you don't know where the next big thing is going to come from.
Right.
From a musician standpoint, I had heard from people, you know, you got to get active on TikTok. And I kind of was. And then I started thinking about it a lot more and just watching more videos because I'm sick of logging into my Facebook and it doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I try to go switch over to my artist page and it's like, you're making it hard for me to even make a fucking post on this thing now.
Yeah, their algorithm.
I'm a paying customer, man. Like I run ads on there. I run ads on there for other bands. I do promotion for other bands. And
same here.
And I'm sitting here going, we're the customers here. Like we're trying to give you money, and like those 8,000 people that follow me on Facebook, like, don't you think I should have access to them? I mean, I went out on the road and got them one by one. I'm the one that slept on couches to get these people. They should see my stuff when I post it.
Exactly.
And that shit pisses me off to no end. And I'm feeling like on TikTok, that platform has shown me the most love lately, and so I've been leaning into that and studying it, and I just it's like, it's so crazy to say, because I thought it was a bunch of teenagers doing dances, and I know there's a bunch of that on there,
But it's more
but
now.
it depends on what you want. You can find anything you want on there, and like for me, it's music, jujitsu, fighting, MMA stuff. I love UFC. It's funny stuff. It's people getting hurt, bloopers, shit like that. But hey, you can have whatever you want on there. And it's just like this interactive TV channel that the world is on, and you can just like watch different. It's just this crazy concept to me. So I got fascinated with it, and I'm trying to keep thinking of ways to innovate and push my promotion further, because I'm never satisfied. And I honestly feel like we as independent artists have kind of been getting the fucking screw job from Instagram and Twitter and
Yeah,
Facebook,
you're
because
not lying.
they're limiting our following. They're making it really difficult for us to succeed. They make it really difficult for artists without any kind of budget to succeed. And it's just, okay, TikTok's kind of the Wild West, and I like that.
Right. Well, here's something else to add to that. Your fans, your people that just watch a video, that watching the video the whole way through, it's a 1 to 3 minute TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah.
take the time, smash the like button. You would be amazed at how much of a difference that makes.
And
Oh,
it's
I mean,
funny.
just that simple act of, hey, sharing is caring. Just
People,
help
I mean,
out and
a
support.
lot of it, yeah, a lot of it has to do with the fact that we as artists are lazy sometimes. I'm calling out independent artists, because a lot of y'all are lazy as fuck with your promotion, and I'm just gonna say it, because I work with tons of bands. I see a ton of it. I do a ton of it myself, and I'm not saying I'm the best at it. I'm not saying that at all, but I definitely try constantly. And I just feel like the level of promotion needs to be stepped up, but we do need to educate the people that are listening to our music why this is important. It's important to me that you go heart this on Spotify, because you're telling Spotify, I like this kind of music and I like this guy's music. So then my stuff starts showing up, and that's where artists get discovery. But it's on the artist. I mean, like we said, there's 100,000 songs getting uploaded to Spotify a day. What are you going to do to stand out? That's on you as the artist. And we have to get better at that. And I think the people that are going to be successful are going to be the ones that understand that you're going to have to be a multimedia machine, going forward, and you're going to have to build a following before anybody's going to take you seriously.
Right. That's true.
And you've seen the entire thing on Facebook and everything else, and I love it just reading it. Band tips. Not just the lead singer does, the social media. You need to hear it from the drummer as well. You need to hear it from I mean,
have everyone put their input in.
Well, and for me, it's weird
Interact.
because I started off as a solo artist, and all my stuff is set up as me. But now it's very much a band. I just got done working on the pre-pro for the next single, and it's heavier than this last. And it's like we got all kinds of shit up our sleeve, and it's just like it's a band now, I guess. I'm not playing the acoustic anymore. But I don't know. I'm just excited about all that stuff.
Sweet.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with a hard question here.
Okay.
I always ask this every episode. Not musically. What do you want to leave as your legacy as a person?
I just want people to think that I was a good person that tried his best to be a good person and set a good example of what a good person should be. Try to be nice to people. Try to be graceful. Try to understand that I'm human, and let other people realize that they're human too, and that we're all going to fall and make mistakes and all of that. And I just think we all need a little bit more grace, and I hope that that's something that I can leave behind. I hope that my kids know that I loved them, as hard as I possibly could. I hope people know that I went for it as hard as I possibly could with everything that I had and squeezed every last drop out of every minute of every day that I could. I hope that's something that inspires people or something.
Yeah,
And
that's beautiful.
that would be it. I mean, I would really just want people to, be a little more courteous as humans and be, in a way, people need to start taking their mental health back and all that. And I'm a huge advocate for that now because I'm on the other side of a really dark time. And it's like this stigma that it's not okay for dudes to talk about shit and then tough guys aren't allowed to talk about stuff. And I've
Total
done that
bullshit.
and I've been super vocal about it lately. And it's definitely changed like the entire trajectory, like the trajectory of my life. So, hopefully I inspire people to, challenge themselves a little bit in that way too.
Amazing.
I know that's a really long answer. I was like super philosophical.
No, that's great.
I love long answers. I don't like one sentence.
Yeah, I'm a talker, man. I will elaborate. I promise you.
I'm going to flip it around on you, Rob. What is your answer to that question? What do you want people to remember about you? What is your legacy that you want to leave behind?
That I made a difference. And pretty much this. Like, even when I'm gone, you still have video and voiceovers, and that I know that I have helped bands on their way, even if it's, small time to national acts to even not even just bands. I have actually a guy that has a closing line.
Nice.
I started this so people could be heard.
That's beautiful.
That doesn't really, bands that probably wouldn't get the recognition that they deserve.
Mm-hmm. So it's really being there for others the way you want people to be there for you. And that's a beautiful thing to be supportive. And it doesn't make you feel great to do that. It makes me feel great.
No, it does. There is frustration in it sometimes,
Oh yeah, hell, there's frustration and everything. Absolutely.
Like deep down, it's pretty much, I believe in the golden rule. So I would, whatever I do to not per se do to somebody, but in general,
treat others the way that you want to be treated. Yeah, exactly.
For the most part, like, we all have, our days, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all human. I have those days where I'm totally like, I'm the sweetest person ever, but I will quickly tell people, please, fuck off.
Today isn't the day.
Today ain't the day. I'm not the one.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been there. Definitely. I go there way more than I'd like to admit.
Well, that's the one thing that stood out to me about you when I saw you on social medias. You are so bold, outspoken, and that deep voice that you have carries weight. I'm telling you, just the way you present yourself is just stand out.
I got so sick of it's just exhausting to sugarcoat it all the time. You know what I mean? Like to pander to all, and I'm totally fine with staying out of stuff. You know, I see political debates on Facebook and I'm like, run away. I don't want anything to do with any of that shit on either side of it. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with that. I want to try to use the online stuff to make it fun and light and supportive and
entertaining.
And entertaining and I can sit here and go, listen to my song, listen to my song, listen to my song, listen to my song, listen to my song a million times. And finally you're going to get sick of it and go, dude, what kind of value are you offering me as somebody that's and then, but if you show yourself and you let people see who you are, there's a better chance they're going to give you a shot,
Exactly.
Speaking of songs, what song do you think describes you as a person?
Man, that is. I'd have to think about that for like. It depends
You-
on the day.
Do you want me to go? You want me to go first? I gladly will.
Yeah, you go first.
Pick a mood.
I gotta think now. Jesus.
And I know I always say this, but "Torn to Pieces" by Pop Evil.
Pop Evil, Torn to Pieces.
Yeah.
That is a great song. Wow.
Oh,
That's deep, dude.
always.
Wow. What about
I'd say
you,
for me,
Dustin?
probably "Down in a Hole" by Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty depressing song, but I've battled it, the depression stuff, and I've come out on the other side, like I said. So,
Yeah.
I've battled it, and I feel like I went to a pretty bad place there for a little while, and now I'm, turning it around and have a positive outlook on stuff. And I guess that would be. It's so easy for me to go to Alice in Chains because I love them, but
Right.
it makes sense for me to pick one of their songs, I guess.
Awesome.
And yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
You can't just make us do all the hard work. You
Yes,
gotta
I can.
pitch in
Don't be
at some
calling me out
point
like
here.
that. Depending on my mood, and I've been in that fuck around, find out kind of mood lately.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Necessary
yeah.
Evil. Necessary Evil by Motionless in White is total mood right now.
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like the anger and the darkness. It's my jam. I love it.
All right. So if you could pick a 2-day festival, female fronted is the first day, second day is whoever you want. It could be mixed match, it doesn't matter. Who are your top 5 for female, top 5 for the second day?
Top 5? You're gonna make us do 5?
I got it each 10.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Ugh. Let's do it.
Female fronted, the 5 would for me. Spirit Box,
Okay.
Rise Again. They're a band from Wichita. My friend Buana's the singer. She sings with me also, but they're badass. Pretty Reckless.
Okay.
L7 from the grunge
Nice.
era.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
And Courtney Love.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
It's a pretty good
Sweet.
lineup.
Mm-hmm.
People would pay to see that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What
And
about
you?
you, Rob?
First day female fronted. I'm gonna have to say Raven Black, Forever May Fall, Dying Oath, and Willis Rising. And the last one, I'm gonna throw Kitty in the mix.
Oh.
Nice. Fun fact, I had Fallon Bowman from Kitty on my podcast back in the day. And I was like, she said yes. And I was like,
That's
I didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh shit. Now I have to actually like interview her and stuff.
That's the same.
Wow.
That's the same feeling when I had Stillwell on. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to be a fanboy, man. It's hard when you're doing a podcast and it's somebody like you land a big guest. You're like, holy shit, they said yes.
Yeah.
And then when you're talking to him, you're trying like, do I look like a dork? Am I acting am I acting like a complete fanboy?
Oh,
I'm sure I was.
Nervous as hell. When people tell me I don't look nervous at all. Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
when you have people on that like you idol, well, I won't say idolize, but like saved you at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have that one band that saved us at one point.
Yeah.
So even yeah, I was just like scratching my head like you're here.
Talking to me on my show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody keeps asking my favorite episode, and I love every one of them. They're all my babies. I love all of them. But yeah, when you get to meet people you don't think you're ever going to meet,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you meet those people and it's not as exciting of a conversation as you would once hope either. And like,
Mhm.
you know, not naming names or throwing anyone under the bus or anything, but sometimes you get people like, especially busy people that are, you know, fucking on tour or something like that. Like they don't want to do interviews. So they're just a little bit short and like really quaint with stuff.
Mhm.
You're like, well,
Yeah.
I'd almost rather have the singer from the opening band tonight because
Mhm.
he probably would have talked more, you know. So
Yeah.
sometimes you find those gems, you know, just when you get people that like you may not have ever talked to them before, and they might not be a huge name or something, but you talk to them and you're like, damn, that dude's a cool motherfucker, and then you
Right.
start
Yeah.
following them, start following their music. I mean, that's what I love about podcasts is hearing, you know, artists that I like or fighters that I like talking
Mhm.
candidly about
Yeah.
just anything in general. Like I could sit there and listen to, you know, Mike Tyson talk about boxing all day, sure. But at the same time, it's almost more interesting for me to, you know, what did Mike Tyson have for breakfast?
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
just
No,
like
yeah.
weird shit like that. You know, it's interesting to me.
See who they really are besides their stage persona.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two
Oh.
different. It's two different masks. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're on
Yeah.
stage or this.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. I forgot. I've got to give my 5, don't I?
You do.
yeah.
Female fronted.
It's female fronted. Number 1, Maria Brink with In This Moment.
There
Got to
you
be
go.
the number 1. Amy Lee from Evanescence, definitely. I will say it's gonna be a weird mix up, but I'm gonna say Lacey Sturm fronted Flyleaf.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see who else is that. Absolutely Infected Rain. Lena Caesarhands. Oh yeah, absolutely. And Hailstorm, Lizzie Hill.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is your second day?
Second day female, or are we still
No,
sticking with the females?
no, it's mixed match.
Mixed match. Am I first or Dusty?
Whoever wants to go first.
Dusty.
All right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I gotta think. Clutch.
Hmm.
Trivium. Man, I'm listening to so much stuff. Fit for an Autopsy.
They're freaking amazing.
Mhm.
I've met. I had Peter do a promo for me. I met both of them about maybe a month ago. So nice guys.
Whitechapel
Okay.
and Whitey Morgan and the 78s, like an outlaw country band that I love.
Nice.
That would be pretty dope, I think.
Hell yeah.
So mine's going to be very weird, but
Okay.
that's probably most expected when people. I'm going to say Corn. Everybody knew that. So it's going to be definitely Corn, Pearl Jam. I'm going to say Carbon Stone. Probably Bush. And if we can get it, I mean, it's not realistic because it's not going to happen really, but I'm going to say Nirvana if we were able to.
Oh, we can get dead people.
Yeah.
Now, who would be your 5 on a dead fest?
Oh shit. That's
You
a
have
tough
to pick
one.
dead
We have
people
to pick
now.
dead people now. Oh.
But they can be dead members of bands you can bring, like, so
Mm.
mine would be Pantera at full strength,
Yeah.
Alice in Chains in full strength, Nirvana at full strength, Blind Melon at full strength, you know, stuff like that. Metallica with Cliff Burton.
Oh wow.
Those would be kick. Those are
Yeah.
easy. Those would be kick ass.
I'm going to say then, if that's the case, I'm going to say the band Snot.
Yeah, good one.
Hey.
It'd be interesting. Snot, Amy Winehouse.
Oh.
Amy Snothouse.
Definitely Chester. And
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of greats dead though. Motorhead.
Yeah.
well, this, and I'm gonna throw
Wow.
Tupac. I'm gonna throw Tupac in the mix.
It's a good one too.
God, that's a heavy ass flip flop matchup.
I mean, if we're gonna do this, do it big.
You might as
Yeah,
well
we
do
should.
it, huh? Oh,
I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care if it was hologrammed. I'm in.
I wouldn't either. That'd be fun.
I'm in.
Me too.
Okay, I'm having to be honest with you. I'm having to I'm struggling. I'm
Well,
struggling.
there's so
trying to
much stuff
pick.
that, like, for me, I listen to so much stuff and I love
Yeah.
so much stuff. It's hard for me to like
Yeah.
favor one over the other. It's like they're all my babies. I don't want to,
Right.
I don't want anyone to feel left out.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
like that's the hardest question to.
There's this killer lineup that I would absolutely do. And I would have to say, you guys know Falling in Reverse is going to be one of them. Motionless
Yeah.
in White.
Yeah.
Nothing More. Bad Omens.
They're great.
Bad Omens are actually playing tonight.
I know. Let's see. Bring Me the Horizon would likely be another one that I would put in that lineup.
Nice.
As far as the dead ones go, y'all don't. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Why?
I don't know. It's too hard for me to pick, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Just because in my head I pictured the lineup, and I can't.
Jimi
I can't
Hendrix.
put. Yeah, that's too
Yeah.
much.
Tom Petty.
I'm gonna throw one out there that's gonna throw you a curveball. Prince.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
He's a monster.
yeah.
Absolute monster.
What you got happening, Rob?
Well, my phone's going off. It's always happening. All right. Last Supper scenario. Who's your 12 people, one female? And what are you serving?
Huh.
What? 12?
12? Just any
Yeah.
12?
It could be musicians. It could be family members. It could be a cartoon.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
12.
And
Holy
you have
shit.
you have to have one female present.
How many people are watching this? I don't want to piss anyone off.
If you piss them off, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Dang. My wife, my sons, that's 2 twins. My stepdaughter, my daughter, that's 5.
Okay.
My friend Kenny, who was killed. My mom and dad. I can't even have enough now because I can. Grandma, grandpa. That's my 12. Mostly family and friends that I lost too soon.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. I'm going to have to plead the fifth on that. And that's my son that passed away when he was 4. Definitely my mom, my dad. Of course, my soon to be 11-year-old. Absolutely.
Wow.
Family and loved ones. Because, geez, has everybody else noticed that when the grandparents are gone, that the matriarch of the family tries their best to pull everything together and fill those shoes most of the time, but yet it just is not the same. The holidays are never the same, and
No.
wow, it's just everything changes.
Yeah, nothing's ever the same.
Yeah, nothing's ever the same.
The family's never the same. The dynamic of the family's never the same. None of that. It's always.
Right.
It
Yeah.
seems like it always changes. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah.
It's a pretty shitty thing. I've learned
Yeah.
a lot about grief over the last couple of years. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
not a fan. Not a fan
Right.
at all.
Well, it's so hard to get your. I've noticed that back then they wouldn't take in no shit. They didn't want to hear your excuses of why you can't together, why you can't get together, who has to work, who don't like who. They didn't give a damn. If you didn't show up, that
You
was
would hear
hell to
it.
pay. Yeah, you
You
was
would
gonna
hear it.
hear about it.
Good hear it.
Uh, but man, that I miss those kind of days.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore. It's like with working and the way things are
Mhm.
now, it's like it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Like all my family lives far away, and all my wife's family lives far away, and that results in us rarely ever seeing our families. I mean,
Right, right.
it's sad, but I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I have to put food on the table.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to. I don't know what else to do. So
Right.
until I hit the lotto or something like that, I'm gonna have to keep working like a slave.
Right. Well, times have changed. We used to
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
have one person in the home working, the other one take care. But the way
Can't do
things
that
are
now.
now, you can't do that now. Everybody's having to monetarily do their best to just to make ends meet, much less
Or-
extras. You know.
Side hustle and everything else.
Right.
Yeah, you get off work and then you start your other job.
Yeah.
You work a full-time job and then you get home and then do another full-time job and then
Mhm.
try to
Yeah.
balance your personal relationships and everything like that. And then we
Yep.
wonder why people have mental health issues.
And why everybody's just so goddamn tired.
Well, it's clearly I mean,
I blame.
I
the
don't know
goddamn
how
retrograde.
deep. I don't know how deep you're willing to go into it, but like you have this huge mental health issue. Clearly, we have homeless on the rise. We have all this crazy suicide, violence, gun violence, all this crazy shit that we have going on. We clearly have a mental health issue, and what do? We make people work more.
Make them work more and throw
We make
medicine at
shit
them.
more expensive. We give them
Yeah.
drugs. We feed them drugs, and then the drugs that they actually need, we're not going to let them have.
That's that right there.
And if they do try to use those, we're going to throw them in jail. And
Yeah.
we're going to take more of their.
It's a
They've got
fucked
us.
system, is what it is.
Yeah, and they've got us all right where they want us. You've got the right and the left doing their thing that overpowers everything else that's going on, because that's what the people that are selling ads want to feed. And I like the political landscape and the fact of who you're giving me. And you wonder why people in my in my age group, in my generation, are disenfranchised with the whole thing. Give me somebody that I can vote for, that I can stand behind, that I
There
can
you
actually
go.
be proud to write their fucking name in, instead of being like, God, who's worse?
Or somebody that actually fucking has our best interest at heart. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to
never
make
gonna get it.
mistakes.
Nobody's gonna be
But as
perfect.
long
it's
as the
so
best interest
corrupt.
is at heart.
You
But no,
think.
it's all about greed.
Those guys never make
Everything's
it.
about
Those guys will never make it that far.
It's sad.
The
It's
guys
terrible.
that go in there, but we're all struggling because you have to have mind, body, and spirit. You have to have something that enriches your mind, body, and spirit. You have to have love. You have to have meaningful relationships. You have to have recreation. You have to have exploration as an artist, to explore an art form, or to explore a sport, or writing, or painting, or something like that. And
something that feeds your soul.
we're given.
Yeah.
I personally, it's a huge part of who I am is music.
Mhm.
I have to fight tooth and nail to make time to rehearse, to make time to make posts, to do all this stuff. And
Right.
like my workday feels this long, and then everything after that feels this long.
Yeah.
You get off work.
So is music your escape, or is it you feel like
No.
it's a job? It feels like it's a job at this point.
It doesn't feel like a job. I mean, it is a job, because anyone that says it's not anyone that says it's not a business is just doing it for fun,
Mhm.
which I respect. fully. There's people out there that just want to play, and I get it. For me, I want to push it as far as I can and blow it up as big as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So you have to
Put the
put
effort
in
in.
the work. The thing about it is,
Mhm.
for me, I love every aspect of it. And I love doing this. I love promotion. I love studying how to get better at this. I love figuring out how to make things better, how to be on the forefront of your promotion, how to
Right.
brand, all this stuff on top of I love to write music. I love to have a vision in my head, and then all of a sudden you can listen to that vision. You know, I love
Right.
this. I love to sit down in a room with another songwriter, and it's like we knew that we were writing this song together before we ever wrote this song together. Like,
Hell yeah.
you go down and shit just comes out, and you're like, holy shit! There's like this weird, there's magic in it.
Mhm.
And so I still feel. No, it doesn't feel like a job to me when I do it. And it's not a job because I'm not getting paid to do it. I'm not making money. I'm not profitable doing it. I come out of pocket to do what I do right now.
Mhm.
And all artists, if I'm not complaining, if you want to
Right.
do it, you better be willing to put some skin in the game. And if you're
Mhm.
not willing to put some skin in the game, then get the fuck out of the way for the people that are. And
Right.
stop faking that you're wanting to do this shit, because there's people that want to do it, and then there's people that want to do it.
Right. Quit playing.
Yeah.
But see, that's
Yeah.
the thing about that is if you are really doing what you love, are you working?
No,
So,
No.
there you go.
no,
But-
I don't ever feel like it's work. I even the promotion projects that I get, paid to do, artists bring me on their teams to help them with launches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is so cool. I get to help
Yeah.
I get to help my friends
Mm-hmm.
get their music to more ears. That's a
Hell
cool,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's a cool, enriching feeling for me. It feeds my spirit. It feeds my soul. It makes me like happy to be like, I had a very small piece of this band getting their shit on the radio, or this
Yeah.
band
Yeah.
making it into the big ones on Octane, or this band, I've been
Mhm.
a part of a few of those now. And it's like, I'm not mentioned anywhere, but I was a part of it. And I know in my head that part of the
Yeah.
reason that's, I had a little piece of the team, and I love doing that. So it doesn't feel like work to me. I mean, the promotion stuff, it's hard. And sometimes I'm too tired and I don't feel like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I don't. There's times where I'll take a couple breaks, or I'll take a 2-day break where I just don't do anything on social media.
Yeah.
I have to
But
learn that myself. But
I
don't take a break
suffer.
or nothing.
I suffer when I do it, because I
Mhm.
do see the fruits of my labor when I'm promoting, interacting with people, networking,
Right.
that things blossom, and
But
if
it's
you-
important to ground and recharge your energy.
Yeah.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
I'm
I
getting
can never
that.
say that
Yeah,
enough.
you can't.
Yeah.
And I was doing that before.
Mhm.
Like, it was almost like I was overworking myself to the point, because it was a coping mechanism,
Mm-hmm.
because I was running away from my feelings, and I was running away with all the
Yup.
pain. I was running
Yup.
away from all the pain and all the hardship and all the stuff that I didn't want to deal with,
Right.
that I knew I had to deal with, but I was running thinking,
Yeah.
maybe if I just keep running, I won't have to face it.
Deflecting. Yeah.
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 And that shit is just exhausting.
It
I
is.
mean,
It'll wear you out. You have
and
to recharge.
now it's like, I can say, hey, I can't do this call this week. I need to
Mhm.
move it to next Thursday, because I need 2 days this week, 1 day to go for a run, and the
Mhm.
other day to sit down with my son and play catch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I make little time on that where there's no distraction and shit like that. And it's
Perfect.
hard. It's really hard to balance.
It
I work,
really is.
I work
It really
55
is.
hours a week. I do the band shit pretty much full time. I have 4 kids. I got a family.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, like, I love it. And if I want to do it, I have to hustle like I hustle. And it's just
Okay.
become like part of who I am. I'm cool with it. Let's go. I'm ready to keep going. I don't think I've scratched the surface of what I can do, and I don't really need anybody else to validate that for me. I believe
Perfect.
it. I believe in my work. I believe that I've done this with a pure heart, and I'm creating the music that I want to create with the people I want to create it with, and I'm proud of the shit I'm putting out. And you can say I've made it, you could say I haven't, but like, that's something artists I think need to stop doing, is worrying about other people's definition of making it,
Mhm.
and the artists themselves need to go like, what is making it for me? Because
Right.
it's not realistic for everybody to just go get in a van for 300 days a year and neglect their
Mhm.
families. And I mean, that's not
Yeah.
in the cards for
Right.
everybody. So how are you going to fit it in, and how are you going to make
Right.
it work for you? And if you can manage to be happy and have a life where you have your job and your love and your family and your art, and you have that
Mhm.
balance, you've made it. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what making it is for me. You know, you can do the things you're passionate about, and you can be with the people that you love. I mean, that's fucking making it. Fuck the
Mhm.
money. I don't care about
Everybody
the
has their
Yeah.
different view of what success is.
Exactly.
It's
And we all need to live by our
perspective.
own standards of what success is for us,
Mhm.
and not what other people think success
Right.
is for you. You know, I've dealt with that a lot, where you have these expectations put on you, and they may not be in your best interest, but they're this model that other people want you to be. You know?
Yeah. What everybody else wants you to do.
Yeah, because it's comfortable for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question for you, Rob.
Okay.
Now that we're on subjects, and I know that you kind of do these little flip around things every once in a while. What I guess we all need to answer this one. I want you to choose 5 bands that are new that you discovered on social media and doing what you love. You get it next, Dusty. You're next.
Well, I've actually had them on, but I'm gonna have to say Waking Terror.
Nice.
Some of these people I actually had on, but like
Uh-huh.
I met them through just
Networking and social media and
yeah
friends. Yeah.
yeah.
Did I put you too much on the spot?
Me?
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to think of like I listen to so much stuff and
Yeah, I have to say the new artists, new music, kind of like the underground scene right now. Not
yeah,
signed.
I'm all about non-signed. I'm saying post profit.
Mhm.
I listen to everything, so everything's just popping up.
I'm the same way.
Pop it off.
But I have I mean, Outlier.
Nice.
But I worked on a campaign with those guys
Mhm.
for Living Dead.
Mhm.
And then there's a band out of Omaha called The Impulsive.
Sweet.
Gears.
Mhm.
These are bands I listen to, you know. Shallow
Right.
Side. There's a band called Divide the Fall that I love, and these are all I'm just pulling these off my Spotify playlist, because I
Mhm.
find when I listen to a hard rock playlist on Spotify, I find new shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, who's this? I never heard this. And I add it. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
fan. You know, we're all fans first. I'm a music lover first. So
Right. Speaking of which, what, Rob? I'm so sorry, honey.
No, speaking of that, I actually have a Spotify playlist for almost every band that's been on here.
sweet.
Oh.
So if you go to Concert Junkies, Robin John, Spotify, there's a playlist of almost everybody that's almost at 300 episodes. So it's not everybody, but I keep adding every other couple
Yeah.
days.
How long have you been doing this?
Wow.
The podcast 4 years. I've been in the scene since I'm gonna say 94.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That is
Or
a fantastic way to show your support and to get them. Wow.
Where are you
so
located?
Great idea.
I'm located in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I mean, yeah, I've been doing this for 4 years. I've been like I think my first show was mid-90s.
Is it all been
Mhm.
on YouTube?
Well, this is all on YouTube. Stuff I did prior, I have no idea where it is now. But
Gotcha.
Like I do
It's out
photography.
there, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do photography as well. So there's a lot of like me in the pit taking photos and stuff.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Nice.
But like some venues, I can only use my cell phone. But yeah,
I use my cell phone at every venue. Not even gonna lie. I'm the one up there taking some photos,
yeah,
partying again, taking photos, partying
yeah.
again. Oh yeah,
All,
all about it.
all we can do is ask you for you to take them like this, not like this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
People
I
love to take them like this, and then it's like, dude, just
Yeah.
no, it's
this way, please.
I do lots of videos.
Public service announcement.
Right.
no,
I do lots of videos and then I
no.
go back and I take shots of
The only way it would be like this
stills.
if you're trying to catch the tire band at that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then you can only upload it to YouTube where it looks good. If you upload that on Facebook or TikTok or any of that stuff, it looks like trash and no one will view it.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Go look at my stuff. Look at
Really?
cell phones, swear. Check out
Yeah,
my
we're-
TikTok.
No, I'm
check
not
out my
saying no, I'm
Instagram.
not. You can get great videos with cell phones. I'm saying the quality of the video is fine, but if you turn it
Yeah.
this way
Oh
and then you
yeah,
try to put it on
makes
vertical,
it
it's like
huge.
it's
Mhm.
really narrow and thin.
You're exactly right.
And for
Always
some
look like-
reason the algorithm, I don't think, whatever, this is my weird mad scientist theory, but I don't think the algorithms I don't think they like videos that aren't formatted for that
Mhm.
yeah,
Right, for that
medium,
angle.
right?
Mhm.
I don't know. That's my thoughts. I feel
I'll
like
t-
if you use all these features that you get rewarded for using them.
Yeah.
like I will always take photos. I don't take video too much because honestly, when I'm in a show, that is my happy place. So
Yeah.
anything could go around me. I'm still paying attention and everything, but that's literally my nirvana. Like
Mhm.
literally, if I invite you to a show or bring you to a show, that means you mean something to me. Like
Yeah.
I would rather. So I've gone to plenty of shows by myself.
Mhm.
Like that is the happy place.
Right. No bad vibes. Keep your ass at
Yeah.
home if you're gonna bring me bad vibes when I'm going out. Later.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not.
I'm
with it
I'm
either.
really picky. My best friend usually goes with me to shows and stuff, and that's because we vibe so well together.
We all at one point had a concert buddy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now it's I technically go solo.
What's the last concert you guys went to?
Ooh.
Or what's the next one you're going to?
One I can't announce, but this is the lineup that I know I'm going. I will be at Kill Switch, and then the month after is they just announced it. God Forbid is playing by me.
Sweet.
Wow.
So I will be at the God Forbid show,
Mhm.
January.
It's like a reunion show.
Yeah, it's a reunion show.
Cool.
Sweet.
Well, pretty much, it's going to be hometown because they're literally from like 2 towns over from me. So
Right.
yeah, so it's going to be a nice little reunion. I don't remember who else is on the bill, but it's going to be a nice little reunion of hanging out and whatever.
Sweet.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. That's therapy for me.
Yeah.
I can tell you too that I know for sure. I've got a bit off, but until both of these. But I know I'm going to Massive Pit Fest and down in the Gulf Coast, and I'm also going to Rockin' the Sound in March.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, dope.
That's
I'm
the one with
excited.
non-point
Gemini Syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jensen.
So many of the local talent from the Gulf Coast as well.
Awesome.
Guys, hell yeah.
Actually, Non-Point was my last show.
Was it really?
It was Seven Dust, Non-Point, Burden of the Sky, Then before that, I went to go see In Flames with Vended.
Nice.
How was Vended?
Oh, they're really good and very nice guys. I
Yeah.
got to I got to meet them. It's randomly whenever I go to a show, I actually meet everybody afterwards
Hmm.
Yeah.
or beforehand.
It's hard to catch everybody. Everybody's running around, just busy, 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 busy. And you're like,
Yeah,
hey,
I
hey,
think a lot of time. I think a lot of times people think those guys are being dicks, but they're really not. They're
they're
like
really not.
they're
They're just
just busy. They're trying to
going.
get to point A to point B. They're going to
Hmm.
sound check. They have to do this meet and greet shit or whatever they're doing. Like that.
Hmm.
I think there's. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more running around
Oh no, there is
than
they
most people think. You know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just go, go, go.
people don't realize that you have to be at the venue hours
Hours.
prior.
Yeah.
Hours prior.
It's fucking boring.
So and sometimes there's not that much around.
Hmm.
So they have to send their people out for say items.
Hmm.
If I have an interview at the location, it's normally like after load in, and that's
Hmm.
like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Doors don't open till 6:30,
Right.
Yeah.
And you're
and you're
still
the
just sitting there.
and you're the first one on, or
Mhm.
even if you're headlining, you have to be there
You sound
before
check
the
first.
sound check
Yeah.
and before the doors open.
Hmm. And like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said, sometimes there's nothing around. You're like, okay, how the hell am I going to find? I need a shower. I need to freshen up. I've been driving all damn day. Um, food, just trying to find somewhere to just chill and decompress and pull your shit together until it's time for you to go. But a lot of I have been with bands that they don't have roadies that does all their stuff for them. They're
No.
also loading, unloading equipment, checking sound, they're doing all of that. So not only are they doing the traveling, they're doing all of that, and then they have to perform and do interviews as well. So they are constantly going and busting their ass.
Yeah. Well, like
Yeah.
people don't realize behind the scenes stuff.
Right, they don't.
How, what do you call it? Yeah, it shows at 6:30, but doesn't mean staff doesn't have to be there at
Uh-huh.
11, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, there's
early as
times
possible.
there's times our load ins at 3 or 4,
Right.
and we don't go on till like second to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And then especially if you're going from out of town, like we went from Wichita to Fort Smith,
Hmm.
you're driving 5-6 hours. You go
Yep.
check into your hotel, grab your stuff, go to the venue, sound check, go try to get something to eat, go back to the hotel, get your stuff changed, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I love it. I don't mind it. Like, it's cool, but it is a lot of running around. It's like a lot of and there's a lot of like hurry up and wait.
Yeah. And there's been so many times that I've been and I'm like, we can't even get into our hotel room yet to freshen up. And we've got to be at a
You got to be at
venue
the
in an
venue
hour.
at 2. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't check into the hotel till 3 or 4. And you're like, oh, for the love of God, just give me a room. Just give me a fucking room. I don't care if it's the one I talked to you about on.
Yeah.
Give me a room.
Yeah, sometimes you're supposed to have a room and the venue doesn't book the room. And then you're fighting and trying to find a room and you're doing all that. And it's like, oh, I guess we're going to miss sound check. And we're just going to show up, throw our shit on the stage and just play. And then people wonder why you're not like perfect when you play. And you're like, dude, I just got out of the car. I didn't even have time to take a piss.
Tired,
Like,
right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's
a lot that goes into it. It's fun. I mean,
it's organized chaos and then a lot of just plain chaos.
Yeah, it's fun.
People have not realized that. Like, if you're not on the scene or whatever the case may be, you don't know that. What do you call it? Yeah, the bands are a little cranky at first because they just drove 8 hours, 14 hours a day, 2 days to get to a venue. Has not even got a chance to eat anything, stretch their legs, and they have to take photos and
So when you see people being nice, it's count your blessings because you have no idea the shit they go through to do what they're doing.
On the
And it,
run.
yeah,
So
and
be
it's our,
grateful, please. Be
but it
Yeah.
is
nice.
our jobs to be grateful too, and you know
Exactly.
that comes
Exactly.
with the
With the
territory.
territory.
But
Yeah.
Exactly.
there does have to be an understanding there too. Sometimes
Yes.
where it's
Common
like,
ground.
I would love to stop and talk to you right now, and I'm not being a dick, but I have to be
Exactly.
over there in 2 minutes, or this band's road manager is
It's
gonna
gonna yell at you.
fucking kill me, and I don't want this band's road manager mad at me because they're big, and I gotta go.
Yeah, there's a huge difference in being in a hurry and addressing it properly than just being an asshole.
And be like,
Don't be an asshole.
fuck off.
Don't be an asshole to your fans
No.
because
All
it
right, quick
realistically, if it
photo.
wasn't for them, I don't give a damn how talented you are. If it's not for your fans, you're
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
No.
It's
I mean, I don't care how talented you are. If you're an asshole to your fans and you're not grateful, why should they support you? They'll go support somebody else that gives a
Yeah.
shit. You know, it's not that's not gonna that I have been so disappointed meeting some of my favorite bands at
Oh, that
points
sucks.
because they were assholes. And I'm like, and I don't even want to listen to you no more because the picture I had in my head of you being a nice person, I am an asshole too. So I control
Yeah.
my shit. You can control yours.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
boy, bye.
It's happened. I've met bands that we've opened for before that have not been.
It's the egos and
It's
just
been a long time
me.
ago, though. I do have to say, the last couple of years that we've had a very awesome run of,
Lovely.
you know, when you're playing with bigger bands, you don't really know what to expect.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
their crew and the bands themselves and everybody, you know, they don't go out of their way to come meet you sometimes and shit like that. And we don't expect anything like that. But
Right.
you get there and their crew's fucking respectful to you, and they help you move your shit. And
Right.
they just treat you like a human being, and like that's all you're asking.
That's
You know,
all you're
you're not asking for any special or anything. We're
Just
you know,
be
you know,
nice.
and yeah, and we always show up and we're just like, yes sir, where do you want me? Yes sir, where do you want me? Yes, like,
Right.
we don't want to be in your way. We know you're driving in a
It's the
like
backbone.
huge tour buses, and you have semis worth of shit in there, and we're all in minivans. We understand our role here. Just tell us when you need us to get out of the way.
Yeah.
That's all we ask. You know, thank
Right.
you for letting us play, and tell us when you want us to get out of your way, because we will. You know, just be a human being.
Right.
All right.
Just be decent.
Speaking of playing, who's your dream bill to be on?
Mine?
Yeah.
I would definitely say Alice in Chains would be there. Clutch, probably. Those are like two of my favorite bands.
Sweet.
Even though we're not heavy enough to be on a bill with them, Fit for an Autopsy. I would feel like a little girly man playing on a bill with Fit for an Autopsy because they're so badass. I'd be like, but yeah, probably them. Those are, and again, it's like those are my favorite bands right now. Those are the bands I'm digging a lot and listening to a lot right now. So
awesome.
You?
Me?
Yeah, both of you. You guys are in
I don't
bands.
play.
You're playing a show, but if you were in a band, who would you want to play with? I can't do
It's
all the
your
heavy
show,
lifting.
Rob. You go
I can't
first.
do all the heavy lifting here, guys.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know where I would fit. Like, I mean, I do play acoustic, but not that well. But
how like you, Aaron Lewis, Tantric.
Okay. Funny thing that you say. Funny thing you say, Aaron Lewis. I was out somewhere. I've heard this point. I've heard this like 6 or 7 times in my life before. I'm out somewhere and somebody comes up to me and asks, well, they said I look like Aaron Lewis. So I gave them a look like I appreciate the compliment, and I mean, I'll take it, but I don't see it anywhere. But
I see it.
Yeah,
I
like
can see it too.
randomly. I actually remember the beginning of Stained when he had the shaved head
The
and
shaved
the
head and
Yeah,
baby
and the
face.
eye and the
Yeah.
eyebrow earring.
Yeah.
I had both. So
Oh, awesome.
I gotta
So
find that photo
you've
somewhere.
transitioned just like he did.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, I guess you're right. And Aaron Lewis, myself, and
another guy that looks like Aaron Lewis.
and another guy that looks like
It could
Aaron
be the
Lewis.
Aaron Lewises.
I mean that would be fun.
It
Like,
would be fun.
I'll play in the parking lot though. But, like I'll definitely play in the parking lot. I think that's where I belong. But
all right, it's your turn. You got to pick now.
Oh man.
Now we gotta learn a Steven song.
Okay, I'm going old school with this one because he was my first love of music and shock rock, and that's Alice Cooper.
That'd be sick.
Another shock rocker a band that I have fell in love with. That's gonna be Avatar.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And Moto Grader.
Nice.
All of them are so theatrical. Yeah, I mean, really, they put on a hell of a performance. They're all theatrical, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw in this moment in there as well because they're extremely theatrical as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, the combining of theater and music is my thing. So that's like double whammies for me. It's just the bonus.
Funny story. I'm friends with Derek. His name's Derek Campbell, but I think he played bass for Moto Grader for a while.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, when that name came up, I thought of him immediately. That's funny.
Fantastic.
I remember back in the day. I want to say I bought a Korn CD or something like that, and they gave out a free like single, but it was a video, a DVD, like when it was cutting edge.
Yeah.
And they had a Moto Grader single.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just like back in the day, it was sweet when you bought a CD. You could buy a Korn CD, and there might be a single in there and a poster and stickers, and you're like, dang, this is awesome.
The artwork you always hung up on the wall.
Yeah. Read the lyrics, see all the thank yous. I used to love reading the thank yous.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the thing with streaming and stuff now, we miss out on that. But
I still buy
CDs. That was epic to live in that generation. We had that.
I still buy CDs.
I do too. A lot of CDs and stuff now, I've noticed that they don't have as much as they used to, but
they're just printing
it's because
them on the
we live in a streaming world. So
I'm sorry, for me, it's the artwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's another question. What's the local, or that doesn't even have to be local, what is an artist that you guys like? Not musically, just like an artist.
Painter, videographer. Oh God, there's so many.
For pictures wise, I want to look it up because I don't want to say his last name wrong.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people that, what do you call it? Their photography is just freaking amazing. Even not even just band photography, just in general.
I'm trying to look. I'm looking up the one
because I can't think of his. I can't. It's going to kill me that I can't think of his last name right now.
I found a local artist in the Gulf Coast that I really enjoy. I've watched him paint at concerts, and I found that just absolutely incredible to enjoy that experience. And that is Andrew J. Switzer. And he does an incredible job. He will actually stand there and paint during a concert. And
we've got some of that
awesome experience.
It is. We got a couple people in town that paint. They do live art in Wichita during shows, which is pretty cool. Mine
Yeah.
would be my sister-in-law. She shoots in Nashville for bands, and it's Music City Rocks official.
Sweet.
But does some amazing concert photography, and she's probably my favorite right now. And she's in Nashville, so obviously all of the badassery goes through Nashville. So she's got it's like every night she's at some amazing show, posting pictures. So yeah, props to you, Alma.
Awesome.
I'm gonna say Jacob Dylan.
Oh yeah,
He's not just a photographer, but
I know Jacob.
you know Jacob Dylan. Yeah,
I know Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
yeah. His work is phenomenal. I even Crystal James. She's doing photography again. So
Oh
her
yeah, the
stuff's
Moon
amazing.
Maiden herself.
Yeah, her stuff is
Yeah.
amazing.
I agree. Another one I'm gonna say is Gene Broom with Spade Images.
Okay.
He does very. I love the angles and just the effort and hard work he puts in. You can see it of just the raw emotions he's trying to feel his way through the whole process, and the way he does it is just, it's incredible. I love watching that, seeing that.
So I know we have to wrap this up soon. I'm going to ask you, do you have any messages for your fans?
My messages would be just to keep doing what you're doing. Keep listening, keep spreading the word. People don't have, I think word of mouth is like one of the best ways to get your stuff out there these days, even though everybody's looking for this viral thing all the time now on social media. I really believe that if you build connections with your people and stuff like that, and you genuinely make an effort to try and share a little bit of who you are, that they will reciprocate, and people have definitely reciprocated that for me. And I guess I would just want them to know that I appreciate that, and that to know that anybody's out there listening to my music is pretty incredible. And I have just recently started to appreciate that you can put something out there and someone halfway around the world can hear it and identify with you, and then find you on social media and send you a message telling you what that meant to them.
Yeah.
And you can't put a fucking price on that. I don't care how much money I make. That is something positive that's happening in the world it's a pure, genuine thing.
Exactly.
And so my message would just be thanks. Keep giving me all the messages, because you guys lift me up pretty much on a daily basis. So yeah. I know it sounds cheesy, but there's a lot of people out there that are just genuine music lovers.
Yeah.
And they fucking bust their ass day in and day out to try and help artists without asking for a damn thing in return. And all the people out there that if they're listening or see this, they'll know exactly who they are. And, you guys are seriously like the lifeblood of what I do. And thank you.
I have a quick question. I know you said we got to go off in a few minutes. We're timing, but there's new music that you've got out.
Yes.
Tell us about it really quickly.
I Think I'm Okay is 5 weeks old tomorrow. It's been doing
Happy
really
anniversary.
well.
Happy anniversary. Yeah.
It's been doing really well. It's definitely the heaviest thing I've put out, and I think people like that, and people are definitely encouraging me and us in that direction. It's had a very awesome response. It's my most viewed video ever after only 5 weeks. It's picking up a lot of steam on streaming platforms. I've had a couple TikToks that have gone huge with it. It's just been an awesome song, and I've done it all organically out of my own pocket. No playlisting, no PR, no scams, no bullshit. It's just been me and a team of hardworking people that believe in this, pushing hard and trying to do it the right way. And it's very rewarding, even though I know I'm not getting these numbers like these huge artists or anything like that, to know that my game plan is working and I'm connecting with my people.
But you're getting there.
It's been great.
Manifestations, baby.
Yeah,
You are
it's
getting
no, it's
there.
been great. I'm kind of just going by the process of like just trying to be grateful for every
Yeah.
single day and every opportunity, because I do have a newfound spin on life these days, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm just going to be grateful that
Day
I'm
by
here
day.
and I feel pretty good today, and
Mhm.
everyone's
Yeah.
okay, cool. Like
Hell yes.
trying to practice a little bit more gratitude. It's an
Hell
easier
yeah.
it's an easier way to stay a little more positive.
Absolutely.
So, do you want to drop where you could be reached? Well,
You can
follow.
find me. The biggest place to find me now is TikTok. It's at Dusty_Grant. That is my largest platform. That's where I spend the most time now,
Time on,
which
yeah.
is a weird thing for me to say, but it's just happened in the last few weeks. So it's like, I guess, TikTok. But you can find my website. It's dustygrant.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all the social media stuff, all the streaming platforms, YouTube. Just look for Dusty Grant and you can find me. We've got a cover that we're going to drop yet this year, and then we're already in pre-pro for releasing something first part of 2023 that's heavier than I Think I'm Okay. It's full of fucking piss and vinegar, and it's
Nice.
it's an angry one too. So
Yeah.
Rage release.
yeah, we're
We like
coming
angry
out.
music
We're coming
here.
out with
Coming out
swinging in
swinging.
2023.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
While everybody's taking the holidays off, we're going to be in the studio and releasing music and just doing the
Holidays,
damn thing.
schmolidays.
Yep,
There you go.
we're going to keep plugging. But yeah, that would be a pretty good summary of everything that I've got going on. Honestly, the TikTok stuff and the new music, and I'm not trying to be a TikToker. I'm trying to get people to listen to my music, and if that's
Right. And with
that's
people
the
having
way.
such short attention spans now,
Yeah.
that they instant gratification, TikTok is where it's
Yeah.
at. Go get
Yep.
it.
Like it or not, you play the game.
Yep. Play the game.
Just want to send a reminder that this is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and it'll probably be on TikTok later tonight at some
Awesome.
point.
Perfect.
But I would like to thank you both for coming.
Thank you very
for the
much.
invitation. Right.
And just want to do another reminder. Please like, subscribe to all three of our channels. And if I don't speak to you guys soon, have a happy holidays.
Happy holidays, love. We'll see you soon.
I'll talk
Thank
to
you
you
for
soon.
having
guys.
us on.